read poetry?
Yeah!
Fantastic! All right. This is called Partially Digested. It is 1,100 words long, so bear with me, I promise. It will be good.
We're ready. We're ready.
Fantastic. I ate London. All of it. Peckishly descending from the thoughtlessly hummed tune of Kew's Pagoda to the irradiated gaseous pump of the garish all-you-can-eats in Chinatown. I eviscerated greasy Thames water ducks and royal swans, rolling scones with Apple Records jam and Clapton's cream, and the wadded tax-free income of this guiltless city's halcyon salad days. I began by gnawing at the benches, crushing fire-bone vases for garnish, ripping electrical leads, and slurping them like noodles, hoping to come nose to nose with absolution like a Disney dog. In the Charing Cross Road, I wet my palate with flapping specialist bookshop pages, oscillating wildly. I was all heavy reading and leitmotifing. I ate drunken Friday night Trafalgar tourists, balancing on chavvy heels taller than the Shard, coughing up Hackney blonde processed hairballs, plucking plasticine French manicured nails from my bleeding gums. I left without paying, and I stood on the pavement, swallowing petrol air, and I kept consuming. City boy business cards, walk-up model glossies, shoving abandoned half-smoked cigarettes down like beat poetry communion, tonguing revelry as a whole without chewing properly. The sugar rising in eclipsing orbit against the cortisol in the tangy tide pool fluids of my peripherals. But how now, brown cow? The familiar panic. Each palatial course is overwhelming. A fully loaded picnic basket sits inside the padded cell of my life body. I'm already in arrears, and should I grow any larger, all the king's horses shall foreclose and not jigsaw me together again. I mustn't obtrude the cool jazz clamor of Gerrard Street's gilded lucky cats who totem better fortune. It can't possibly be me they lappingly tease after. I am never the center target audience sitting savagely in the round. So it's to the hippodrome's industrial plumbing. It's the porcelain surfaces, the grouted Roman tiles I'm becoming intimately familiar with, spluttering out faster than purple prose on the bestseller list, and the lights flicker as the ubiquitous wealth lays itself out like a pressed Savile Row suit on the pastoral green felt tables, and I schism and tease the ruddy chakra-rooted reflex, coaxing up districts of this city like a glottal stop, with my fingers deep in my larynx. I banqueted Mayfair last week, and slipped carbohydrate comatose in Regency velvet robes, but did not spit back the posh sturgeon eggs in Edwardian architecture. Instead, birthing an ostentatiously polished gold oligarch, a small landed gentry, a smart quiet garden, and covered it in first-class portraits of the Queen, and posted it from my south of the river squat back to their coveted postcode, signed with a kiss, kiss. I have had a Hampstead feast every summer, quaffing briny gulps of Victorian pond water, munching delicate foliage in the meandering heath off of blue plaques for dinnerware. And when I regurgitated this sunset panorama of a skyline teasingly stripping down into her more comfortable evening finery, glinting windows like cat iris refractions of every longing I had in a Philistine New World youth, my sick resembled a Pollock, was as monolithically obtuse and intimidating as the Rothko room. I could have put it under a Sotheby's hammer and nailed it shut with every erudite surname I find on the broken, lurching spines jockeying for space in the archives. I have gourmandized this city, borough by borough, zone by zone. The biro I slide down into my gullet to tool a purge, never gliding fast enough or staying in the lines, digits inky with page drag like a Blackheath wind sailor. I have salted the honeyed truffles and Persian saffron strands from Leidenhall with chalky South Bank Tudor plaster, chiseled divorce from the globe. I have dined on the well-shod private lessons at Harrow, filled St. Paul's Dome with stewed broth from eviscerated stock market ticker tape, copy-pasted from the blinking Surrey's LEDs above Canary Wharf. I have eaten and consumed and contrived it back up again, reformatted to fit your screen, using Big Ben as a cripple crude toothpick in a parenthetical moment mid-binge purge, unsure when the golden ratio of obsession will be released, hotly from my sinew and fur. I have glutted myself on the tracks, shuttling home the last drunken train out of Vauxhall, doused in milky spools of barbican thread like waterlogged Weetabix. I have sucked the aerosolized essence of unattainable luxury from the vaulted Knightsbridge perfume halls. The hours of trashy Comden Gothic laces have passed back and forth the marital threshold of my teeth. I have churned the cobbled couture shops and Esher stairs, decanting into the poetic cafes of Covent Garden into a paste like Aztec maize and greedily masticated. I have segued the easy amphetamine promises of Soho striptease with creaking West End cheesy musical boards for a dramatic amuse-bouche. The salient bobbing ties beneath Chelsea's white suspension wires have been my floss, and with the flick of a Royal Greenwich bucktail, I will find infinitesimal bits of this city that I have stowawayed into, and I will hunt them, and I will kill them, and I will mount them on my wall to congratulate myself with unabashed bravado. I will eat this settlement uncooked, pasteurizing it as I force it back out of me, defying gravity with its unwholesome holiness. I will carry on pearl diving, drag netting, and teasing it all out, shriveling and starving my branches into a winter hood, so fractal and charming I could be a thing flogged, priced to sell as the tweet hat I'm sure to become, fit for a Shoreditch pop-up, roofless, boundless, like memorabilia to be parceled up and fragile branded, sent widdershins over the toy outside world to catch the settling dew on a million knick-knack shelves, a sun-bleached figurine or toothy smiling image on a fading postcard, whose bony backside proudly shouts the scribbled holiday sentiments of surprise. I am still here. I have three-coursed London. I have cracked its oyster shell like a war code and dutifully sang it back up and onto page and down my drains until every line of my network became viscid for the pronged moments that have slivered my one skin too few. So now, London, eat me and bile me back up, partially digested.